Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm starting to ease myself back into YouTube, so I've decided to do a current favourites video for you. Things that I've been loving over September and then the past few weeks, because I picked up a few new products recently. So I'm just going to get straight in and share them with you. First up is a hair care product. I'm not really a hair person. I just showed you the product. I don't really take that much time on my hair. I should take more care of it, but you know, it's just one of those things that I tend to neglect. But a couple of months ago now, I attended the OUAI London launch, which is the hair brand by Jen Atkin, who, if you don't know who she is amazing #1 hairstylist at the moment. She's literally doing everyone's hair that you've heard of in the press. Obviously I'm a Kardashian fan, so I know her for doing their hair all the time, and it's super high-end, great quality stuff. It's not a gimmick. And I have their shampoo and conditioner, and this is the volume shampoo, and I'm trying not to use it all the time. It's kind of one that I save for a special Sunday treat, kind of when I want my hair to have a bit of loving. It's really gentle on the hair, it doesn't make it greasy, and volume, my hair is naturally very fine, as you can tell. It really doesn't have much to it, so this just helps it have that extra little bit of body when I want it to look extra special. Next up is a foundation. I don't think I've actually talked about this before on my blog or on my channel, and it's the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour foundation. Basically, I went on holiday to Turkey back in summer with my family, and my face was obviously more tan than it usually was. So when I got back, I popped over to the drugstore to buy an affordable foundation that was a few shades darker than I am naturally, and I've just been loving this foundation. I recently got back from Dubai, so obviously brought the dark foundation back out of my storage, and it's just such a lovely foundation. It's really natural on the skin, lasts a long time, great at covering kind of pigmentation and blemish scars, because that's something that I have quite a lot of, and it's a really nice finish. It's not necessarily dewy, but it's definitely not matte, so it kind of just gives your skin that natural, I guess, satin kind of look. But I highly recommend this. I'm going to pick it up in a lighter shade now that my face is getting lighter. But it's just amazing. I think it's about £10 or £11, so if you don't want to spend a lot on your foundation, this is better than a lot of high-end foundations that I've used. Next is a product from the Body Shop. I actually got sent this product a few weeks ago now, and I've literally been using it every day. It's an eyeshadow palette, a quad, as you can see, and they're just all super wearable, natural everyday colours. I always go for this one, and I've been using the darker shade as a substitute for a liner. It just makes my morning so much quicker when I'm getting ready, and just whiz it over the eye and it looks really nice. I'm actually wearing it today, just a really kind of gentle, soft look for a Saturday at home alone, so definitely recommend it. And that's in the shade Down to Earth 01. They also do a different palette that's kind of got more smokier blues, and I think there's a black shade in that palette as well. So this is my go-to for every day. I mean, these are the kind of shades that I wear whatever I'm doing, so definitely have a look at those. Great pigmentation and really easily blended, so that's why I really enjoy it, because it's so easy and quick to use. This gold shade is also beautiful, and that's just nice if you don't want to spend your time. Just wash it all over the eyelid, and it just adds that little something to your everyday makeup look. Next up is a non-specific category, I'm not sure where it fits, but basically, obviously I've been travelling. I went to Dubai, and I just tend to have makeup with me all the time, and it's actually some cases that I got from MUJI. They are just normal makeup bags. As you see, it's got bits in from my holiday still, stocking up on every single tablet that you might ever need for your holiday. But I just really like these. They're really slim and they feel really nice. They're great quality, and obviously they're only like a few pounds from MUJI. I think this one was £5 because it's slightly bigger. Then this one was probably £2 or £3. But they're great if you're going away on holiday, because they fit kind of the exact, what is it, like the 10 products that you're allowed to take on a plane. or just for everyday, like if you're going away at the weekend or anything, they're really great. So I'd highly recommend. Next up, I'm going to show you a couple of skincare products. So if you've read my blog or watched maybe one of my old YouTube videos, you'll know that I kind of struggle with a form of adult acne, I guess. I have continual breakouts. I'm constantly battling clusters of blemishes and scarring and just those pesky blemishes that come back all the time in the same places no matter what you do. But when I got back from my Dubai holiday, I actually had my first ever facial, which is kind of crazy considering I'm 23 now. I feel like I should have had a facial before this time in my life. But anyway, I feel like I went for a really good first one. I went to the House of Fraser department store on Oxford Street, and they actually have a Murad counter in store, but they actually have a treatment room too, that a lot of people don't seem to know about. But I booked in for a blemish control facial, just to kind of ease my breakouts from flying. My skin went totally crazy, so I kind of wanted to reel it back in. So I think I went for my facial 2 days after landing back in London. So I have been completely amazed by the results, honestly. I know kind of bloggers get caught up in this, oh my god, this is life-changing, but honestly, from someone who's really suffered with their skin, I can honestly say from kind of a real place that I have never seen my skin transformed in such a way that I have since I've had that facial. Obviously, it's not going to solve the problem. It's definitely an ongoing battle, but if you can, you know, or even if it's not a Murad facial, just a facial anywhere that's designed to target blemishes and your acne-prone skin, definitely go and do it. Honestly, I'm going to do it as much as I can on a probably monthly basis. The Murad one was actually fairly affordable in terms of London prices. I paid about £60, which is amazing. I booked it through Treatwell. A lot of other London facials are kind of £150 plus for the ones that I was looking at. And obviously they're going to be amazing quality and tell you kind of a bit more impartial advice, I guess, in terms of brands that they recommend you use. But I honestly cannot fault the Murad one, and I've been using a couple of their products. Some I was using before my facial and then I picked up one after, and I honestly cannot tell you. So I'll stop rambling on about that. The cleanser was my first introduction to Murad. Obviously, I've seen a lot of American bloggers and just amazing people, Makeup by Shayla. She recommended this cleanser, so I picked it up probably nearly 2 months ago now, actually. It's gone quite fast. And it's the Murad Time Release Blemish Cleanser. So basically, it's one that's targeted at blemishes, but it's not super drying. They also recommend the clarifying cleanser, but for that, because my skin is blemish prone, but it's not necessarily really oily and yeah, oily, I guess. I didn't want it to be over drying because that's when my skin gets more problems. So this one kind of is a combination of the two. It's not going to dry out my skin. It's really gentle, but again, it is going to target those blemishes. And honestly, my skin has been so much better. The texture, kind of how it feels on the skin, and my breakouts have calmed down, apart from the flying episode, which is kind of, I think, beyond the strength of a cleanser to kind of control that. I have been totally loving it. It's about £25, but you do get, obviously it's the same size as my head, so you get a really good size. I think it's 200 ml, so honestly can't recommend it enough if you do have blemish prone skin but don't want something that's really going to dry it out. And then after my facial, obviously, who is going to go for a facial at a counter and not want to buy a product? Definitely not me. So they actually had 20% off. Obviously it's like a sign from above. 20% off on the day, and obviously they recommended me a ton of products that they think would work for my skin, but I was good. I did buy something, but I was controlled at the time, and I just bought this serum, which is called their Blemish Clearing Solution. And basically it's one of their target treatments, and use it day and night, and it's basically just going to keep your blemishes at bay, kind of stop new ones forming to a certain extent. Obviously no product is a miracle product, but again, without drying out the skin. It's really nice hydrating texture. I've been using it for obviously over a week now, and my skin hasn't been clearer, God, for about a year than it is now. So I cannot, I mean, obviously it's a combination of the facial and all this stuff, but honestly, again, it's only about £20 with the discount. I think it's about 25 normally at full price, but honestly, I can't recommend it enough. Next up is another skincare product, and it's from Pixi. It's something that I saw quite a few people using, and my colleague at work actually gave this to me because she was allergic to one of the products in it, unfortunately, but that benefited me in a weird kind of beneficial way. And it's their hydrating milky mist, and this is so nice. I normally use it after cleansing. I kind of give my skin a bit of a spritz, or even over makeup occasionally, and it's just kind of brings your skin back to a normal moisture level, especially if you've used kind of a face mask that's a little bit drying. Spray this before you go in with the rest of your routine and you're good to go. Again, I took this on the plane with me, so I popped it into this bag, which fits really nicely, and it's great for flying or on your desk or just your handbag. And two last things. The first is a very kind of classic, long-standing product in my collection, and I've recently been kind of reintroduced to it and fallen in love with it again, and now it's completely run out, so there's no hope for any of us. But basically it's a Bobbi Brown concealer, and I have the shade Natural, but as you can see it's totally it's totally empty, which breaks my heart. But this is a great concealer for covering blemishes. If you've seen any of Lisa Eldridge's video and her kind of pinpoint concealing, it is perfect for that because it's not too liquidy, it's more of a creamy, thicker consistency. I normally use my finger and just blend it onto any spots or marks that I have on my face, and it does the job perfectly. Finally, the last thing I'm going to show you is kind of a bit dirty from being in my bathroom, but it's the L'Oreal Pure Clay Detox Mask. I picked up all 3 of their clay masks when they came out a few months ago. Obviously they were on offer for about £5 in Boots, so obviously I've got to buy all 3. This is my favourite one, their Detox Mask, and it's just really good if you kind of feel yourself about to break out or you have a breakout. It's just really good at pulling all the impurities out of your skin, but without being kind of over drying or too harsh, because some clay masks can be quite overpowering, let's say. It's so affordable that you can use it a couple of times a week if you want to. Or again, multi-mask. Obviously the marketing campaign for this was all about multi-masking, which is when you use different masks for different areas of your face, which obviously in our ideal world we would all do, but if you're like me and a bit lazy, this is a great one to grab. Okay, so that is it for my current favourites video. I hope you enjoyed all these products. Sorry if the lighting's changed a little bit because I'm using natural light and I've noticed it's gone a lot darker since I started filming. So I hope it looks okay. Let me know if you love any of these products or have any recommendations for me. I'm going to try to do more videos for you. If not, head over to my blog beneaththebrush.com, where I am a bit more consistent with my posts. And I'm definitely going to be putting a full post together about my Murad skincare once I've tried it out properly, of course. So thank you so much for watching. I'll stop rambling on now. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye!